Hi everyone, my name is Rachel Langenhorst and I am your instructor for EDU570 Teaching and Learning with Technology. I'm very glad you're here. I wanted to provide you just a short introductory video to not only give you some helpful hints, but help you put a face to a name and just give you some pointers on how to be most successful. My first suggestion is to make sure that you read through the syllabus. It's incredibly important that you understand where your points come from and what the just general practices are, especially if you're just getting started with your master's program. It's also important that you take a look through all of the rubrics that are provided. They oftentimes explain in more detail how you get the points that you get, and I really wouldn't want you to miss points inadvertently, so just check through those as you go. Some of them are standard, like the discussion rubrics carry over from class to class, but there are some that are unique to this course, and I really want you to do the very best that you can and understand how those points are earned. As you make your way through the course, it is very, very important to me for you to understand, first of all, that I don't believe in busy work. I don't have time for it. You don't have time for it. So if it is something that I have taken the time to include in your course, it is essential that you take the time to do it. That said, I also want you to do all of the material in one module before ever looking ahead to any other module. I know that our schedules get busy and we may want to look ahead or work ahead. And to some degree, I don't have any issues with that, provided that you do all of the material in module 1, including any readings, videos, and assignments before you ever start to look ahead to module 2, 3, etc. We do build capacity as time goes by, and it's also essential that you wait to get the feedback from me in case there's something that you're missing or something I'd like to see in a different way. Every instructor is just a little bit different like that. So I want you to make sure that you're getting the feedback from me to understand how best to complete those assignments as you make your way through. And also just look for any pointers that I might give you so that you can apply those to future assignments. As we make our way through, if you have any questions, please make sure that you reach out. The information for contacting me is in the course information. It's probably easiest to get a hold of me via email or text message, although you're welcome to call my cell phone as well. I'm much more limited in when I can answer it, however. Just remember, if you do text me, make sure you say who you are, because if you're not in my contact list, I have no frame of reference. I do really encourage you, though, to email me if you have any concerns or questions or just need pointing in the right direction. I can gladly help you do that. Within the courses, you're going to see that area where it says like discussions, ask any questions. And while that is an excellent area for you to interact with your peers and maybe ask things of each other, that is not where I want you to ask questions of me as far as the course goes, because I don't get notifications when those things appear. And I very much pride myself on very timely feedback and responses. And if I don't get those notifications, I would have to pretty much perpetually be on there, and that's just not feasible. So again, that's a great place, a good sounding board if you want to ask each other questions or share resources. That's awesome. But if you have a question about your coursework or something that you're doing as you make your way through, and it's for me, make sure you reach out directly to me. There's no such thing as a silly question. I welcome any of that, those questions, feedback, etc. When you get to week 6, you will see the very first glimpse of your final, and that's called a draft action plan. And you'll actually be integrating technology. You'll be writing up an entire plan about how to do so. It'll make a lot more sense as you read through it, of course. But that one draft really sets the stage for how you'll do on your final, where you will be putting 3 together. That draft being one of them, as you make its tweaks, etc., that becomes one of the 3, and you'll do 2 more, and that will be your final in that 8th week. Be thinking about improvements you want to make to your practice, different ways that you want to integrate technology. That goal can be anything from improving parent interaction to increasing reading scores and using technology to do it, or anything along those lines. So you can start thinking about those types of things now. And then if you have questions about what you are thinking and you want to know if it's feasible or viable, let me know. I would be happy to answer that question for you. To let you know a little bit more about me, I am from Larchwood. I work in Rock Valley as a technology integrationist and instructional coach. I've been doing that for 10 years, but I've been teaching now for 27. And I have been in everything from the special education classroom through working with postdoctorate people, because I also teach Northwestern courses, obviously, and I teach for USF, but I also work for Mayo Clinic as a senior education specialist. And the short of that is doctors go to school to be doctors, not teachers. And yet the Mayo Clinic Education Shield prides itself on the fact that every doctor, nurse, etc., teaches in the Mayo Clinic colleges of medicine and science. So it's my job to help them learn teaching strategies and best practices for getting their information to their students. So the reason I tell you this is there's really no area, no grade span, no age level I have not worked with. So I come with a plethora of experience, but also the understanding that everybody's needs is are a little bit unique and different. And if your situation is one of those that might need you to sidetrack just a little bit from the traditional application, reach out to me, because I want this to be immediately applicable for you, something that's useful, and absolutely, again, no busy work. So please, let's make sure that we speak, keep talking, keep those ideas and information free flowing, so that this course can be most advantageous for you as an individual. Again, reach out with any questions. I am so glad that you're here, and I really look forward to the next 8 weeks, and let's have fun together.